This is my Tense RS shirt. If I gave you the shirt off my back, you could probably share it with 2 other people, because I'm a biggin. So the idea is to change that for lots of different reasons. And that's what I'm gonna do. Self-control. Well, I know at least a couple of ways that I can exercise that will benefit me, and that is through this. I want to call it a weight loss journey, but it ain't much of a journey when you ain't going nowhere. Who doesn't like those? You know what that is. That's a cream egg. You know what that is? I'm leaving that in my car, right over here in my console. And I'm going to use that as motivation. Sounds stupid, doesn't it? So, this is my shirt from Tense RS. Biggin. If I gave you the shirt off my back, you could share it with somebody else. Most of you could anyway. And the topic is self-control and discipline. So the thing is, I finally listened to my wife, which I'm not as good at as I'd like to think, because she told me about this idea of intermittent fasting, and I know I've heard it, you know, it's splashed kind of all over the place, and I've heard it here and there. So that's the idea. Not that you're terribly interested in it, but I'll get to a lesson, if you will, something to learn from this, and a reason why, a bigger reason, more than just vanity. Some of it is vain. Maybe that's not all bad. Some of it is you want to look a certain way and feel a certain way, and your self-esteem can be connected to it. And again, I'm not going to slam that if that's your motivation. For me, it's going to take something outside of myself. It's going to take other people that I need to be healthy for. That's an orange roof. Orange. Anyway, you never know what you're going to find back in here. What was I saying? Oh, the bigger purpose, bigger aspect. This is going to teach me, or at least give me the opportunity to practice discipline, even for something that is maybe, you know, trivial. It's not totally inconsequential, but it gives me that chance to deny me. So what am I going to try? Well, the MyFitnessPal didn't work because I didn't work. No, I really done. That's a lot of calorie counting, and I realized and knew this all along. Still tried that for a couple of weeks, but in the 80s we counted calories, right? In the 90s it was fat grams, in 2000s and cents it was carbs, and then you realize it's all the above. It's actually a hand-to-mouth disease, not a disease for real. So for most of us, it's a discipline issue, right? So there's a lesson in there without being corny and stretching it. Look, there's still some vanity in it, sure. I want to look good. I want to look not like I was when I was 20 or 25 or nothing like that. But you know, I want to have that confidence, and I don't know that there's anything necessarily bad about that. But that's part of it. So I'm not gonna paint this stupid picture like, oh no, it's just for discipline issues. But on the flip side, I can practice discipline. More about that soon. See my head? There it is. So, what was I saying? What I'm gonna do? Well, what I'm gonna do is a couple sort of a Weight Watchers style, and maybe somewhat used Weight Watchers, but that sort of style of a point system, and I'm going to do it from 12 to 8 o'clock, which is intermittent fasting. You can get bear right there. So what's the point, man? The point is I'm going to do intermittent fasting from 8 o'clock at night till 12 in the morning, and then try to eat healthy in those 8 hours and then get some exercise, which is coming next. And the whole thing about discipline, well, there's a lot to say about that, and I kind of decided to change directions a little bit. It's really a now or later thing, and that goes with a lot of stuff in life. You can have now or have later. Like I can have a donut this morning, or I can have good results and good health and a flatter stomach later. So it's, you know, a lot of us are very short-sighted, especially in our culture. We want that gratification right now, don't we? And we want to enjoy the food instead of enjoying the health and enjoying the benefits of eating right and some exercise, which stinks to do, but you appreciate the benefits later. Now or later, you get it. So I was gonna go somewhere and record, but see that 35 degrees? Nah. And windy outside? Forget about it. So instead, I'm gonna make a quick run to the store, finish this video up real quick. So we'll talk about discipline some other time, but now I want you to focus on two concepts, now or later. And that goes for a lot of stuff in life. Like with the concept of losing weight. Do I want my rewards now? Do I want to stuff my face? See all this now right here? You can see it right here, all this evidence of getting my reward now. Or do I want it later? Do I want to look better? Do I want to feel better? Do I want to have those rewards? You know, people say like pay now or pay later. Same thing with rewards. Do I want that now or later? So one more reason why this is important, losing weight, showing discipline, fasting, is important for a Christian, is because it's all practice for later on. Jesus said in Matthew chapter 6 that we should not treasure the things here on earth. And why? Because they wear out, they're corrupted. Moths, rust corrupts. Yeah, I jacked all that up. Anyway, so the Bible tells me not to sweat or to have those treasures here, which are rewarding now, to have the stuff, to enjoy the stuff, but instead lay up treasures in heaven, which you don't get to enjoy right now. You got to suffer, you serve right now, and make this all about God. But later on, it's going to be everything beyond what I can even imagine. That's why the Bible probably don't say much about heaven. So do I want it now? Do I want to have my reward now, my joy, my pleasure in those terms now? Do I want to have it later? And that can be brought way down even into something like controlling my eating and fasting and being healthy. So what about you? Now or later? Are you just enjoying things for the now? And what you find out about that is there's never enough, because now is always changing. So you need more stuff, you need more experiences, you need new this, that, and the other. You just got to keep trying to refill that hole, so to speak. Or will it be later on? Do you have trouble telling yourself no, denying yourself? Well, I do, as you can see, so that's where the practice is going to come in. I hope this helps you out in some way. Subscribe, hit that button. Should be over here. Hit that button. Like it, dislike it, comment. There's one or two that have been commenting. I really appreciate that. Add some suggestions, have some questions. Whatever the case is, share this with somebody else if you can help them out. I am out. Have a great week, and I'll be back soon.